All right. Well, welcome everybody. So thankful that you are all here and also last minute. So I just sent this out yesterday and so many of you hopping on. I really appreciate it. We have one person in the house. We have Ramona here in the house and we have about 5 people online. So I appreciate you guys all being here. I am obviously recording it. I am going to work at getting this presentation back out to you. My goal is by Friday, end of the day, that you'll be able to have it so you can watch it over the weekend and stuff like that. So but I am just so thankful you are here. And then we also have my co-host Natalie is here joining us from Colorado.
Hello.
Say hi, Natalie.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Great.
Awesome. Well, I'm so excited all of you are here today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and for also bearing with our technical drama in the beginning. Sometimes virtual doesn't always go the way you want it to, so thanks for your patience on that, but we'll just dive right in. We don't want to waste any more of your time and we want to try to stay on time. So I am going to do really, really hard. I'm trying not to over talk because I'm Italian. So sometimes I do that. Okay. So essential oils 101, super excited about this. So first off, a little bit about me, and I'll be super short. My essential oil journey started about 5 years ago when I became a mother. My son got sick and I didn't want to put him on antibiotics at 3 months old. And all of the different things that they, love to say that you need to do. So I have been blessed that I am surrounded by amazing doctors like Dr. Raquel. I've worked in the naturopath, like natural medicine industry for over 10 years now with thousands of doctors all around the world with essential oils and all different kinds of things with just promoting natural wellness. So for me, I got into it because I reached out to all of these amazing doctors that I work with and I'm like, hey, is there something else that I can try first before I just put my kid on a bunch of meds that is barely, he's barely here. He just got here. So that's when I got introduced to essential oils. So they helped me with my son and helping with my health the natural way. So we cleared up his cold within a week by using oregano, tea tree, breathe, and On Guard, and frankincense. So for me, immediately I was hooked. If I can help my child, my family, myself in a natural way without having to take meds first, then I'm all for it. There's no side effects. It's natural. It's amazing. So that for me is my essential oil journey and how I got into it. And from there, I just constantly wanted to learn more information. So they're so powerful and amazing. And I became hooked. So I'm kind of a science nerd and I love to continually educate myself. And so that's how I got into it. And I've been hooked ever since. They've literally changed my life. It's been great. I always joke there's an oil for that, because there is. So that's my journey and how I kind of got started. And I've been on this essential oil train since for about it's coming up on 6 years now. So that's kind of how I got started. Raquel, you can share your journey if you want.
Yeah, hopefully I'll keep mine also to keep us on time. My journey technically began about 30 years ago when I was a massage therapist. At massage school, they suggested to use eucalyptus to help with people with breathing, peppermint for pain, and lavender to calm people. However, they didn't really tell you what types of oils and just to go to any old store and buy an oil. And I remember going and buying oils and I'd get the same brand, but every oil smelled different. So lavender from the same brand, each bottle smelled different. And I was like, some of them smelled really good, some stunk. And I didn't know why. It wasn't until, fast forward up to about 5-ish years ago when I signed up to do oils more on a regular basis and to get more therapeutic grade. Now, the difference was once I learned what therapeutic grade meant, it meant that every bottle is an essential oil is 100% therapeutic grade. The ones that I was buying were more of the perfume oils. and they had synthetic stuff in there. They had things that were not organic. They had fillers, they had toxins in it, which is why they didn't smell right. When you buy an oil from a reputable company that is a therapeutic grade, the oils in every single bottle will smell the same. They will be amazing. And it's a huge difference. I mean, you can consume these kind of oils. You can use them for therapeutic purposes. You can use them for just about everything. So now if you know me from coming into my office, or even if you don't, you realize I use oils for everything. There's oils being diffused. I use oils for cleaning the tables. I use oils for hand washing. I use oils for cleaning everything and doing everything because I want a toxin-free life. That was the other thing I learned was all those other chemical things out there that you use, like Windex and Clorox bleach and all that kind of stuff. So it's full of toxins that just ruin your health. And as you know, I'm all about health. And so I have been using oils as my way to keep the toxins out of my life. Things smell better. I don't get sick from cleaning anymore. I used to get so sick. I hated cleaning my house because I would get so sick.
Oh, yeah.
Now, like this weekend, I used all pure oils to clean everything. Never got sick. It felt amazing. It smells so good. It makes you love cleaning. So now, if you're a person who doesn't like to clean, I'm sorry. You might actually, because it smells so good that you're like, woo. Anyways.
It's a bonus.
I even had a client the other day. She had just gotten some oils and she asked me, she's like, so, because she doesn't know a lot, not everybody does. She's like, what do you use oils for? And I'm like, I started thinking and I'm like, oh my God, I use them for everything.
I know.
I'm like, I use it to brush my teeth. I use it to clean my house. I use it like if I have an ache or a pain, or if I'm tired, or if I'm energetic, if I want to boost my energy, if I want to exercise, if I want to, I lather myself in oils for any specific purpose. I'm like, I love and breathe oils and health and wellness. And I think you guys know that about me, but it's amazing how much oils have transformed even my life. Like if you get into a funk and you don't feel good, guess what? Put an oil on, it'll shift you. It'll make you feel better. It'll help clear the fog out of you. It'll help you do what you want to do in life.
Yes.
All right, so let's go on to why we're here.
Awesome. I love that. That was great. Great share, Raquel. Feel the passion.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, so real quick, like I said, we're going to stay on time here. So the goal of this class is to empower you, for one, so that you guys know how to use oils, what they're for, and how you can incorporate them into your life, and maybe something that's going on, personally that you want to, you're struggling with, or you want to, change. So what we're going to learn today is 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to use oils. We're going to go over like the main oils that are in, kind of like what we call our top 10 that should be in everybody's house. Because there's so many, obviously, but we like to kind of stick to the core ones so that, you start from there and you grow, just like Raquel and I just shared how we did. And then how to get them in your house. So we're going to go over all of that today. All right. So 3 cool things about oils. 1, they are safe. They are 100% natural. There's no side effects. There's no addictions. There's no any additives. There's nothing. So 100% pure therapeutic grade, like Raquel was just explaining what that means. And it's a safe way. You're not going to have any issues. The only reason you're going to have a reaction to an oil is if you are allergic to that thing. So if you're allergic to peppermint, obviously you can't have peppermint oil, or you can't have a blend that has peppermint in it. But that would really only be the only way you would have a reaction. Because if you're allergic to something, you're allergic to something. It is what it is. Okay, effective. That's the next thing. So they are definitely more effective than modern approaches to health problems. So they actually permeate the cell membrane when they go into the body, and they actually affect the entire bloodstream and every molecule in your body within 20 minutes. So it is immediate. It doesn't have to break down in your stomach to get into your bloodstream to actually start working in the body. So it's fast acting, which I personally love, and I know my kid does too. And then the last thing is that they're affordable. They're way more affordable than medications. They just are. I think probably all of us are either personally aware or have someone in our family that's on some sort of medication. And as you know, prices go up, and there's insurance and all these other things. And quite frankly, it's sad because it's becoming its own industry all around money instead of helping people. So the fact that we can save like pennies per dose, and hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs as far as like medication, if we can find a natural alternative for you that can prevent whatever's going on, then why not? Just another win. So those are 3 really cool things about essential oils that I love to share. Okay, so the next 3 things that I want to share are how to use them. So a lot of people just think essential oils are for the diffuser, and that is one way to use them. Aromatic. I don't know why, for the life of me. Do you guys have words you can't like that get you? For some reason, aromatic, and I say it fine now, but every time, the first time I say it, I do this. So I apologize. It's aromatic. So you diffuse it or inhale it. So you can put like a couple drops, like here, like this lavender one. This is one that I always have with me during the day, specifically on busy days. And so I will diffuse it in the diffuser, or I'll put a couple drops like this on my hands, rub it together, and just inhale a couple times. And immediately it's going into the body, it's going into the bloodstream, and it's going in to support your respiratory system. And like specifically with lavender, it's hitting all of my like calming nerve receptors immediately and working with them to calm them back down. So aromatic is one of the ways. The next way that you can use it is topical. So that means you can put it directly on the skin. So, bottoms of the feet are a really good place because it's thicker skin. So it's a little safer if you're sensitive. Back of the neck, the spine is a really good place because it immediately is going directly in, like I said, to the bloodstream. So you're hitting all of that. But you can use them topically. I make my own skincare blends. I do all kinds of stuff. So I use them topically all the time. You can dilute them as well with a carrier oil like coconut oil or jojoba or something along those lines as well to dilute them if you're sensitive. And then the last way to use them is internally. Now, before I dive into this, I just want to make sure that everyone knows that all oils are not created equally. I am not saying you can go ingest any essential oil. That is not what I'm saying. I am specifically talking about this brand because I know the quality of the brand and I personally ingest them all the time. Now, you can ingest every single oil. They will be labeled on the bottle. So obviously, if it's a plant or a root or a resin or whatever it is that we're deriving it from, if that is not edible in real life, then it's not edible as an oil. But all the citrus oils, lavender, all those different kinds of things are absolutely ingestible. So you can put them under your tongue or on your tongue, like the peppermint oil. I actually keep that in my purse all the time as a natural breath mint. And so I just put a little drop on my tongue, peppermint oil after I eat. It's great. You can put them in water. And then you can also use, and doTERRA sells this too. You get like, I don't know, like 300 for like $4, but little empty like veggie capsules where you can actually put oil in there and create your own supplements. So those are different ways that you can take them internally. All right. Okay, let's get into some of these oils, some of the main ones. So lemon, this is actually the most versatile oil ever, like literally ever. You can use it for so many different things. And you'd think, oh, lemon, like no big deal. Actually, it's pretty powerful. So it is the #1 oil to internally cleanse your body. So every morning I start my day with water and lemon oil. I put a couple drops, like whatever my water left over on the nightstand, I bring that down and I put a couple drops in there. And that's the first thing I put in my body to just give myself a nice like cleansing detox to start the day. Okay. It's actually also very, very good for your heart. It supports your heart and strengthens it. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me today? So those are 2 health benefits. There's a lot of different health benefits, to be quite frank, but those are the main 2 that I like to pinpoint because I think they're extremely important and people don't know that. And then just like Raquel was talking about, it's an amazing cleanser. Like it's just a cleanser in general. So I use lemon in so many different like home cleaning mixes, like countertops and wood polish and all kinds of different things like that. Bathroom countertops are really good too. But yeah, that's lemon. Lemon is amazing. And it does so many different things to help the body as well as your home. And it smells delicious. All right, frankincense. So this is what they call the king of oils. This one is, again, does a lot of things. Frankincense dates like all the way back to the Bible. They've been using it for years because it is it's a wonder oil is what I like to call it. But so it does a lot of things. The main things that I use frankincense for are for it's a cellular regenerative oil. So if I'm feeling sick in any way, shape, or form, I immediately take it internally and I put it on my body so that it gets in my bloodstream, because it's going to help you boost your immunity and it's going to help literally regenerate your cells in your body. So if you have, if you're sick, or even if you have like, you get a bruise or like anything like that, it's going to help heal you faster. It's the number one thing I put on my son before we travel and go on an airplane, and he never gets sick. It's also amazing for anti-age. Again, the cellular regenerative that goes internally and externally. So this baby goes on my face every single night before I go to sleep. And I have a sunspot on my face and it's really bad. I used to be a lifeguard and it's fading it, which is amazing. I'm super psyched about that. My girlfriend's my girlfriend had a C-section. She used it on her scar. It helped it go away. It's amazing. It is literally internally and internally and externally. It's going to help you anti-age, cellular regenerate, and boost your immunity. Okay, next one up, digestion. This one is a blend. So that means there are a few different oils that they combine to work together to do certain things to help our bodies. So this one is pretty clear, digestion. So that's obviously what it helps with. It helps with our gut and digestion in general. So it's going to relieve upset stomach. It's really great for like if you have car sick,
bloating, and yep,
things like that. Just even when you like are really, really full, say you went out to dinner and you had like the best dinner and you just like, you overate. Put a little bit on your tongue, or you can just literally rub it right on your belly too. It does have a little bit of that like anise flavor to it, and ginger and a bunch of other things. So I mean, I think it's good. But people that tend to don't like that black licorice-esque anise flavor, it might be a little strong. So you might want to dilute it with water or just rub it directly on the belly.
See, I smell peppermint when I use it.
Okay, yeah. See, everybody's different. It definitely has peppermint in it too. It's got a bunch of things in there. It's great, but there is some anise and ginger in there. So I just always mention that.
Yeah, I smell more peppermint. I smell the other
Right.
stuff, but it's
The next one on the lineup is Deep Blue.
Mhm.
I love licorice.
So this one is one of the ones, and if you've been in Raquel's office recently, she's probably actually put this on you.
Yep.
So this is the oil. It comes in a bunch of different forms. You can get it in a lotion form. You can get it in like a stick form as well, like a roller stick type thing. But this oil is basically going to help with any aches, pains, tension, muscle soreness, anything like that. So obviously, as an amazing chiropractor, she's all about this because it's like a natural way to help kind of release some tension with everything going on. And you feel immediate results. So it gets really, it goes down and it works in layers actually. And what happens is that it's going to reactivate as well. So what's nice is that you don't have to put this on like every hour. You can put it on at the beginning of the day and all the way till like 4 o'clock at night, it's going to reactivate. So it actually works with your muscles. So it can tell as soon as your muscles start to tense up, it kicks on. They work together with your molecules to actually realize when your body needs that basically support. So you're going to immediately feel very cold. I always like to say it's like, because my grandma used to wear this all the time, like Bengay. I don't know if you guys remember that back in the day, the Bengay, but that's what it reminds me of, because it's the same effect, but without all the additives in there. And then it actually works with your molecules and your muscles and all your cells for when it actually needs support. So it's not just like blasting it 24/7 because you put it on. It's going to calm it down. It's going to chill out. And then if you start to get tight again, or tension or whatever, it's going to reactivate. So it's going to help you throughout the day, and you don't have to reapply over and over and over and over again. Granted, it's not going to last like days, but it will last the day. This is considered a hot oil, so I just want to bring that up as well. Some oils are way stronger than others as far as the potency, and just like, oregano, like all the herbs are very hot oils. These as well, meaning you need to dilute it. Everybody's skin sensitivity is different, but we suggest that you dilute with some sort of carrier oil like coconut oil or jojoba or something along those lines, so that it doesn't not burn the skin, because it won't burn, but it'll be, it can be irritated if it's just directly put on, because it is so strong. All the lotions and all the other things are already blended, but if you just get the oil, I just want you guys to be aware of that. And it's perfectly safe, and you're fine. I just always make sure everybody knows. Okay. All right, breathe. This is one of my favorite ones, and one of the ones that I used originally when I first started, when my son was sick. So this again is a blend, and this is a respiratory blend. So this is a blend of all different oils that are going to help support your respiratory system. This one is amazing for everyday use as well as when you're sick. So this is actually one of the oils that I put in my son's diffuser every single night. I put this, and then I put lavender and a couple other things. I mix it up randomly, but breathe is always in there, because it's going to help just open. It just keeps the air where it's nice and you can breathe throughout the entire night. If you have sinus infections, if you're dry, clogged up, even if you're not, it just promotes a clear breathing environment. But it's absolutely incredible for when you're sick. It is like a game changer. Or allergies. It's amazing for allergies as well. So it's really going to help open up your air pathways and your respiratory system, and kind of help with that. Usually when you have stuff going on, you get a little inflamed, things get tight in there. So this is going to help kind of calm all that down and help open it up so that you feel like you can breathe. Okay. Wild orange.
This is one of my favorites.
Yes, I love this one. Well, I'll say a few things and then you can talk about it too. So the main thing here with this one, it's amazing to diffuse because it's very uplifting, citrus oil, but my favorite thing to do with it is ingest it. I love like Pellegrinos and like what my son calls bubbly water. And so my favorite thing ever is to take wild orange and to put it into my bubbly water, because then it tastes like an orange candy drink. It's amazing. But flavored water is such the hype right now, but it's like, what are you putting in your water? Do you know what's in that flavor drops that you're putting in? I'm going to guess it's probably sugar, and it's probably chemicals, and it's probably dyes is my guess. This is a natural way to do that. And you can do this with any of the citrus oils. There's a bunch of them. You can mix them. You can do all kinds of fun things. But I just love to share that because flavored water and like those Mios and all those things that people are putting in their water, and they think they're being healthy by drinking water, when in reality, they're just like toxifying themselves and giving themselves sugar. They're basically drinking toxic sugar water. So I just like to bring that up because it's those little things that so many people aren't aware of because of how they're promoted. And obviously I don't talk about those things, right? So that's just one thing I love to share because it's very important. It's the little things, you know, if we start cutting out those little things that are toxifying our bodies, then we can get healthy. What do you love about it, Raquel?
Pretty much everything you just said. I love adding it to everything, whether if it's to diffuse it, to put on my skin because it's so energizing when I want to go for a walk or do anything.
Oh yeah.
Putting it in my water. I love that. Or even like as making it like an orange tea. You can have hot water with it. And I know some people like this, the water spritzers or like club soda or like the fizzy drinks. You
Yeah.
can add it to that. So it's more of like a orangey fizzy drink.
Yes.
I'm not big into fizzy drinks, but I know a lot of people like it. So you can use any like wild orange, grapefruit, lemon, any of those and start making your own little concoctions.
Yes. Yeah, it's fun to kind of do that for summer too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. All right, adaptive. So this one, again, if you've been in Raquel's office, I'm sure you've been either smelling it or given a sample or something like that.
Yeah, I have the touch one too right here. So I let people put that on. I also have it diffusing. I've gone through a lot of adaptive, but it's amazing on how it just calms your body. And I believe this is one where doTERRA has actually they're creating some kind of a program that after 7 years of studying it, they'll be actually able to claim that it does what it says it does. So we'll be able to say it actually helps with certain specific qualities that it does.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more about that, but it's just an amazing oil. I mean, they have it, you can diffuse it, you can take it with you in your purse and diffuse it on or roll it on. You can also take it as a supplement. So you can actually, they already have the pill formed, everything. All you do is just take it as a supplement too.
Absolutely. Yes, she's 100% right. They have been doing studies since this oil is not new, but fairly new blend. So since it's came out, we have been doing massive studies so that we can speak certain words about it. There's a lot of like legal things that go, I'm sure as you guys know, around medical things. So we always have to be careful about what we say. But this way, we're actually doing all kinds of studies so that we can say, hey, this is the, you know, this does help with the nervous system. This does help with anxiety is one of that's actually the reason they created it was anxiety. So it's the number one oil for anxiety. It's called the calming blend, and you can utilize it in a bunch of different ways. But the main reason it was for like people that have anxious feelings throughout the day. Another thing that I wanted to just mention, and it's not just this oil, but this is one of the number one oils that they do use this. So doTERRA and all of our oils are all around the world, actually, but specifically in hospitals, in doctors' offices. But the main thing that they use this one for is in the Mayo Clinic, and they use it for people going through chemo, because obviously that's extremely difficult and stressful. All right. Okay, Serenity. This is another one that I love and that I use at night.
Yes, I use it every night too. I love it.
Yeah. I always have like this and Breathe, and then Kabiba, that's like my night blend. But this one, okay, so it's the restful ones. This one is a blend of oils that are for promoting sleep, calmness, and just like that's why they call it the restful blend, obviously. But you can see it, so it's got like lavender, it's got cedarwood, it's got ylang ylang, chamomile, vetiver, vanilla, sandalwood, all of those very calming oils. And all of these oils work with our molecular system to work with our calming receptors to really kind of just bring it down and get you in that, you know, what I like to call the melatonin state. So that's what this one's going to do. And this one you can, I love to put it in the diffuser at night. And then another really good way to do it is before you go to bed, put some on the bottom of your feet. And then one other way that I personally love to use it, I love to take baths, like bubble baths. So I'll put this on in the bath, like if I take a bath before I go to sleep, and it's like you're out in like 5 minutes when you get out. It's glorious.
Add some frankincense in there too. It helps relieve muscle aches and pains, but will also calm you and relax you too.
Yes. All right, Citrus Bloom.
Oh, this is amazing one.
All right, you do this one.
Sure.
You love
I was
it.
just gonna share because every time we're going through the oils, I'm giving Ramona the ability to smell them all and experience them.
Yeah.
So she's just sitting over here like just having a heyday.
Gonna be all hopped up on oils. I love it.
Right? So this
That
is one of my
fabulous.
favorites, Citrus Bloom, especially right now. Actually, I just washed my car yesterday and cleaned out the inside of it and everything. And on the carpet on the inside of my vehicle, I just put a whole bunch of this. It's just got so many amazing oils in it. I mean, it's got the wild orange, which is already uplifting. You got lavender, which is also calming but uplifting. I mean, lavender is just there's a million uses to lavender. Magnolia, one of my favorite oils, Magnolia. They even have it as a roll-on. I use that as my perfume. It's just amazing. This oil is just like, you want to eat it, but I don't think you're allowed to ingest it.
No.
But it's just uplifting. It's just like you breathe it in and you're just like, peace and serenity, but yet I'm energized. This is spring, it's summer, it's just awesome. But it helps you, like, as it says in here, it supports an energizing environment and a healthy frame of mind. I mean, it's just amazing. So when I get in my car now, I just get happy. It helps reduce feelings of anxiousness and tension, which, when you're driving, that's a good idea, right? And it improves your work environment. So today, one of the things I'm going to be putting in my diffuser is going to be the springtime blend. I'm also going to put a dab of frankincense in it. I love putting the two together, like just a drop of frankincense with this springtime blend. It's just amazing, the smell combination of it together. But it also helps create focus and calm. So when you have patients coming in, you want them to be focused, but you want them to be calm and relaxed. They've already had a hectic day, right? Or even if, say, for me, you want me being focused when I'm working on you. And so it helps me stay focused and calm and to help people through their issues. But it's just like when you're working and doing anything and you just want that focus and calm, like I said, oils will assist you in creating whatever mood you're trying to create, or it will help you amplify whatever. So if you need more focus, it's a great oil to energize you and create more focus and calm so you can get right into things. So I love springtime blend. And now Ramona gets to smell it.
Yes. Yes. And then one other little fun fact, they just released this to be purchased. This was an oil that was been on the market and it's like everybody wants it. It's crazy. It's been on the market, but only as like, hey, you can get this as a free gift only on this month. You know what I mean? It's just like one of those things, because one of the things that doTERRA is very big on is sourcing, indigenous sourcing. So we will never deplete a farm. We will never, like, we're all about the environment and giving back and helping and making sure that we're not taking away, as well as, just taking away and not giving back to the farmers, to the earth, all of it. That's very, very important to us. So that's why there was a couple ingredients in here that were very hard to source. So for a very long time, until we got the farm that could source it in full, we couldn't sell this. It was just like, when it's out, hope you get your free gift, order your stuff because you're going to get Citrus Bloom, and everybody would get so excited. So now the fact that it's on the market, they make the oil, they make the lotion, they make hand soap, they make like so many different things with it now. This is the deodorant I use, side note.
Yes, I use that deodorant. I actually have it here. I'll show you.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And they have a couple, and I've used the other ones. Like I used to use the Balance one, but since this came out, it's I don't know, it's the smell. It's amazing. But anyway, I just love to share that fun fact, because now it's like full on available and everybody's jacked up and excited about it.
Yep, and this is a natural deodorant, so it's non-toxic. When you get your lymph nodes right there and you're putting all those toxins that are in every other thing, all it's doing is screwing with your hormones and screwing with your body and making you sick. So this is a great alternative to making yourself sick, make yourself healthy.
Yes. And one more thing on that, it works. Okay. I've been looking for a natural deodorant for like 3 years and none of them work. I sweat through them. I end up stinking and I'm just like, what is the point of this? I spent like $15 on deodorant. It's not working. It's irritating. So literally this is the only one. And again, I use the Balance one, but it's like, just different scents, still same makeup. that works, like literally works. And I am a huge fan. So I love to share that because I've struggled with finding a natural deodorant. I was almost at the point like, you know what, I'll detox it some other way because nothing else is working.
I hear you. I was in the same boat. I even tried some that actually burned you, even though they're supposed to be natural. I'm like, that hurts.
Yes, I know. Not cool.
Right?
Not cool. Especially if you like shave and then put it on, you're like, oh my God, my arm's on fire.
Right.
So yeah.
And then they tell you, well, don't shave. And I'm like, really?
I'm like,
Don't
ew, no.
shave.
Like, yeah, gross. Sorry, it's never gonna be me.
Right?
Yeah, so that like it's the little things in life for me, and for me that was like a major game changer. Anyway, so I just love to share that little piece. Okay, oregano and tea tree oil. So these are two, when I was talking about my son and getting sick, these are the two main ones that I would use to kill off all of that virus and bacteria or whatever's going on with him. So what happens is with oregano, now this is a hot oil. Remember I talked about that. Okay, oregano, just like the herb oregano, that's where we're pulling it from, but it's extremely powerful. So it does a lot of different things, honestly, but the main thing I use it for is immunity and like when I don't feel good. Like I think you can probably tell I've got some stuff going on right now. I've been dosing this in my little veggie caps. So with this oil, it is amazing. It's got powerful antioxidants. It's going to help with the immune system. It's actually very good for the respiratory system as well. So like colds or like the flu, you know what I mean? Like the cold flu, like this is amazing for that. So the oregano is actually going to go in and like attack the, I don't like to say virus just because of all the stuff that's been happening over the last couple of years, but the cold cells, we'll put it that way. So the cold cells, so it's going to go in and attack those and basically eat them. Like they literally eat them and make them go away. Because they are so powerful and they can just basically they dilute them. So with the tea tree, then that comes in and that's antibacterial. So fun fact about tea tree oil, tea tree and the Melaleuca tree is actually based out of Australia. And if you go all the way back to like way back in the day when in the Australian War and they were like fighting, and they used to literally pour tea tree in their wounds because they knew they wouldn't lose their leg because it would help them get rid of all of the bacteria and anything bad. So tea tree is great for that. So the combination of using oregano and tea tree together, they work in a pair to basically knock out whatever is going on inside you. So the oregano is going to eat it and take out the cells, the bad cells, and the tea tree is going to make sure that it takes care of any bacteria and protects you from that. So those are the main, that's why I like to talk about these together because I think it's really important to know how they work in tandem. And the other thing about oregano, you can cook with it. You can, you really can use it like any other essential oil, but those are the main things that I use it for. You do want to dilute it. So if you're putting it on your skin, you want to make sure that you dilute it with oil, a carrier oil, like I've said, like coconut or jojoba. And then, or you can put it in water. Do not put this directly in your mouth. It will burn. I will tell you that now. I've done it. It's not fun. I like to try everything so that I can tell you guys the experiences. Well,
we'll let Maddie make all the mistakes.
I experienced it for you. You don't want to do it. It'll burn. But it works. So, it's good.
The other thing I use tea tree oil for, like I said, I cleaned my bathroom this weekend. So I use like baking soda and I put tea tree because it helps kill the mold and all that gross stuff that's in your bathroom. Besides, I put like breathe and peppermint and lavender and a whole bunch of whatever smelling stuff. And then I just go in and lather the paste all over and let it sit. And then I scrub her down. It works amazing.
It totally does. And one other thing is it's really good for if you have, I don't know, you have a scratch or like a breakout or anything like that, anything, anywhere from like breaking out to like cutting yourself, like from a zit to like scratching or anything like that. It's good for that because again, the bacteria.
We should bring Xavier out here. He's got a couple on his nose and put it on and see what he does.
That and lavender is the key.
He won't let me do anything. He won't wash his face either. So, I figure he can suffer, and then he'll be, when he's done
Yeah.
suffering, he can come for me for help.
Right? Oh, kids, we'll learn.
He's stubborn.
Yeah, totally. Mine is too. Okay, but yeah, so those are the main ways. And then one other thing I'll just share. I have a 5-year-old, so he's always scratching himself and running around and being crazy. He's a Colorado kid, so he's always outside. So in my little like backpack, I always have for him. I have a first aid kit, but in the first aid kit, I made a little roller blend that has frankincense, lavender, and tea tree oil, as well as some coconut to dilute it a little bit. So anytime, like if he scratches his knee or like, I don't know, whatever it is, right? Hurts himself, on his skin, that's what I put out. I actually call it Owie Blend, and I'll happily share that with you guys too. But it's just something that I keep on for myself and my kid. And it's a game changer. There's no scars. It doesn't burn. Then, there's no there's no bacteria that's going to get infected in there. So it's just one of the little things that I love that I have on hand that I use all the time because
We're going to have a make and take class.
I know. Cool. So those are all the main oils that we want to go over today. I know that was probably a lot, but we like to kind of just touch on those main ones that we like everybody to start with that are what we call the core oils. So from here, with all the information you learned, kind of how we like to wrap up the class is obviously everybody's got different stuff going on. Health stuff, things they want to like maybe detox in the house, whatever it is. So we want you guys to, and I will say like top 3 health concerns, but like think about what would you utilize these things for, or maybe there's things going on in your life right now, like health or whatever it is that we didn't necessarily specifically touch on that you'd love to learn more information about. Because obviously we want to be able to help all of you one-on-one. Everybody's situation's different. Everybody's got different needs. Everybody's got different things going on. So that's why I put this up here as a slide. I just say, just sit down and think about like, what are the top 3 things that maybe you want to change in your life right now today that we can help you with. Also, I want to make sure that everybody, and like, obviously you guys know Raquel and you have her information, but I want you guys to have my cell phone number too. So if you have any questions, Raquel and I are here to help you in all ways. We're one team, one dream. So we are here to help in any way that we can. So I just always like to give everybody my phone number. And then I just kind of want to go over real quick, if you are interested in utilizing these oils and getting them in your life today, this is how we do it. So there's a couple different ways. So you can buy these oils at retail price from Raquel, no problem. But we also have something else that we like to just make sure you guys know about, because if you are going to be utilizing them in your life on a daily basis, then we want to make sure that you get the most benefit out of everything. So basically, if you sign up for and Raquel has these links and whatnot, and we'll get all this information out to you. But if you sign up with Raquel to get a kit, and we'll go over those in a second, you will then be able to purchase anything at wholesale price, because you'll get like a free membership. So there's no strings attached with that whatsoever. It just means that you are basically signing up to get the kit, and then you have your own account with doTERRA. So you'll have your own login and your own, basically, like, you can go in and buy whatever you want, but you'll get 25% off. So you'll pay wholesale. Then they have something called loyalty rewards, where basically if you spend like I like to explain it like frequent flyer miles. I think that's the best way to explain it. It's like for every $1 you get a point for the most part. So there's a few products here and there that maybe be off a little bit as far as the point to dollar ratio, but for like 99% of them, for every $1 you spend, you get a point. And then you can use those points to in turn purchase products. So really you get your money back to use towards, product. And I love that, because I'll buy stuff and then I'll save my points and then I'll buy all my cleaning stuff or all my whatever it is for the house. And I just have my stuff on like cycle. So I know like, okay, well, I'm going to buy this, but then I'm going to get free cleaning stuff at the end of the month. So that's how I utilize it. Everybody can do it different ways. But it's just nice because it's like, if you are going to use it, you might as well get free stuff, right? And then every month they have a really cool free product of the month. And then they have all kinds of different promotions. And the reason they do that is because there are so many oils and there are so many things to try. And so we like to send you something to try new each month so that you can slowly learn all these oils. And that's how Raquel and I did it, you know? So,
This month in June, they just came out fennel. Fennel is free, a 15 milliliter bottle of fennel. And then you can get the Rose Touch, 10% off the Rose Touch.
yes, Rose is amazing.
So that's really awesome. Rose is a beautiful oil.
It's wonderful as a fragrance. It's also wonderful for the skin as well.
Helps get rid of our fine lines.
It does.
It's our beauty secret.
Yes, it's definitely a beauty oil for sure. It's also,
and I don't think I'm able to share the links to get this stuff or sign up for it right now, because I think if I try and do that, because I'm recording the screen or recording, that it might, if I have to use the same computer to find different links. So I will email you guys the links today so you guys can sign up.
Yeah, no worries. And then just kind of what can you expect from us? So we are here to support you through your oil journey. We are clearly very passionate about it. And so we just want to be here to support you guys. So that's why I want you to have my phone number. You guys have Raquel's information. Like, don't hesitate ever. If you have a question, big or small, no matter what it is, like, we are here to support you. We truly believe in this stuff. We use it every day in our lives, and we know how much it can help people. And that's why we're here today sharing this with you. So please know that we are here to help you. We also have like community giveaways. We have an amazing online group called the Oil Mob. That is our amazing team of, you know, all the doctors and all of the amazing reps that work together, like Raquel and I, as well as all of our customers. And we just love to have fun. We give away free stuff. We educate all the time. We have free education classes every Monday. So we just, you know, we're here for you. No matter what your journey is, if you just want one oil or if you want them all, we are here for you. So that is what you can expect from us. Okay, so these are just some of the kits, and this is what Raquel was talking about, that she's going to send you links. So if you want to sign up, and when you sign up, if you get one of these kits, again, you're going to get that wholesale account so that you don't have to pay retail, and that you'll actually get points back as well.
And I think through the end of June, when you get one of the kits, it's also taking care of the customer fee or whatever, right? Isn't there?
Yes, it's free. Yeah, if you sign up with a starter kit, there's no like membership. If you didn't want a kit and you just wanted a wholesale membership, you could do that too. I think it's like $30, something like
35 or something.
Yeah, and then they give you a peppermint oil, which is more expensive than that. So, you know, that's their way of trying to balance that out. But yeah, so this is one of the kits, and these are these smaller bottles. So there's two sizes of bottles. There's the 5 milliliter, and then there's the 15 milliliter. So this is the bigger one. So these here, you get this little bevy diffuser, which I love. This diffuser is actually in my kitchen. And then you get these main oils here. So tea tree, frankincense, lavender, lemon, peppermint, deep blue, breathe, on guard, oregano, and digestion. And I think the only ones we didn't really talk about was on guard and peppermint. And on guard is our immunity blend, and peppermint is peppermint oil. It does a lot of different things. Respiratory, I use it as a breath mint all the time. It's great for your digestion, lots of different things, uplifting, etc. So then this is the one that this is, I think, Raquel's favorite kit.
That's the one I started with.
Yeah, so I'll let you talk on that a little bit.
I love this one because this one also comes with Adaptive, the Springtime Blend, the Serenity. I don't remember all of them because I have so many oils now that they've gotten confused as to which ones are all where. But this one was more of the aromatic. So like if you're more into wanting to diffuse or to have it for like sleep or for stress or for different things like that, that's more of this kit. The other kit is more the general basic oils like your lemon and your lavender and the On Guard, and I think On Guard might be in this too.
Yeah.
And tea tree and oregano are in the other one, whereas this one's got, again, more of the aromatic type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've actually got them all, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking
Yes.
at getting even way more, so it don't really matter.
Yeah. Exactly. Like this one, like she says, aromatic. It's more, for diffusing and whatnot. And the other one's almost like your core oils that you want in your medicine cabinet. You know what I mean? That you're going to start
Right.
utilizing all different ways all the time and start kind of detoxing that cabinet, cleaning, meds, all those different things, right?
Right, and this is our summer thing that's kind of going on, so so some of the stuff that you might want to consider because of it being summer is you might want to consider either this first kit or the second kit because it has the lemon and the lavender in it and the peppermint and all that, just for the fact that lavender is huge for your skin. We're going to talk a lot more about lavender and lemon and stuff like that in the class that we're going to have in a couple of weeks. It's going to go a little bit more advanced into, the summer essentials. But the lavender is huge for your skin in the summer. Lemon, huge for detoxifying and getting all those winter toxins out of your body. The peppermint too. I mean, you're going to be doing it, different things. So you'll need like the deep blue and the peppermint for your aches and pains for your summer warriorness that you're going to do. And, again, On Guard, continue with your health. The other one is great because if, you want more sleep over the summer, if you want more relaxing over the summer, or if you want more of that springtime uplifting blend, again, that's going to be great. It just depends on where you are in your life as to which one's going to be more applicable for you, but that doesn't mean that you can't get them all.
Exactly. Now, and that's why I said, write down those 3 things. What are your top 3 things? So maybe when you're considering what kit you want to start with, go back and look at those top 3 things and then see what oils kind of incorporate to help those 3 things. And again, we are here to support you if you have questions or you're unsure what kit or what you feel like you should be doing. So that's why we're here to support you.
And there is never a wrong answer. I mean, you get one, guess what? You can go in and get the other one.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There is no wrong answer. It's all right.
Yep. It's all right because we're going to teach you how to use all of them and they're all going to benefit you.
Right.
Exactly. But we know it can be a lot of information, overwhelming in the beginning. So please, please, please lean on us. So this is the other kit that is kind of like a combination of both of the ones I just showed you. So it's the full bottles of the first kit, those 10 oils in the beginning. So the On Guard, the Breathe, the Digestion, the Tea Tree, the Oregano, lemon, all those. But then you get the bigger diffuser. So this is actually a glass diffuser.
Well, this is also the 15 milliliter bottles, whereas the other one's a 5 milliliter bottle. So you're getting 3 times as much oil, or something
exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
So 3 times as much oil in this kit than you would be in the other one.
Exactly. So that's really the only difference between that very first one. It's the same oil lineup. It's just bigger bottles, and then you get a bigger diffuser.
Yeah. And honestly, you're going to want the bigger bottles. It's just how it goes.
Yes.
I mean, why would you want smaller bottles?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, for the most part, that is oils, but I'm just going to run down this real quick. I just love this. This is just like, why do you want to choose doTERRA? And I kind of touched on this a little bit of like, we're very mindful of indigenous farming and things like that, but we're the largest essential oil company in the world. We're just about to break into India, but I think we're in almost 8 countries now. We are the most tested, the most trusted oils in the market. We do so many third-party testings and we publicize everything. We do not ever want there to be a question of quality. You can literally look up the lot number on the bottle to see when it was processed, where, and get all the information. We have nothing to hide because we know we're the best. So I love to share that. I did share as well that it's used in doctors and hospitals worldwide. Ethically, it's sustainably sourced. I talked about that a little bit. We work directly with the farmers. So one of the coolest things that we get to do as reps and for doTERRA is we can take trips where we go work on the farm and we get to learn exactly what they do, how they grow, the lavender or whatever it is that we're going to. We have 120 plus markets open. We are a privately owned company. We have an incredible leadership team that has so much passion and really cares about, real health globally, as well as making change. And one of the things that I like to say is that the company is debt free with no outside funding, which I think is pretty cool. Because everything they've just like started from scratch and worked, quite frankly, just worked their butts off to get where they are today, because that's how much they know and believe in this product. So yeah, those are just some little fun facts I like to share. And then I just love this picture. I was put at the end. So this is like our oil mob team. And this is even an old picture because we've grown so much since then, but this was like the last retreat we did together because we all just love what we do and we all like to have a good time. So but yeah, that's about it. So I guess
Are there any questions?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are there any questions? I'm gonna stop sharing.
And you can just unmute yourself, I believe, and just talk if you want, if you have any questions. Ramona, do you have any questions? No? Ramona's just having fun over here. She got to smell all the oils and I just started a diffuser up. And
Oh yeah.
then I will again get those links out to you guys. I will send that. So like same emails that you're getting that are coming to let you know about when this class was and all of that, I'll just be sending another email through that. So I think it actually might come through Dr. Raquel at Get Mad Freedom. Is that the email that you're getting? I don't know. But anyways, it's coming from the source that I use to help me create this stuff. So I will get those links to you and I will get the replay of this out in that same system too.
Lovely.
And then you guys can always message back and let me know even like any questions or comments or concerns or anything that you have, or even, if there's anything you would like to learn and understand about oils for summer, or any of your, so that maybe we can address some of that, or it helps us create more, because we're going to create more classes and we need to know what you guys want to learn or anything like that. So giving us feedback as to what you'd like to learn more, we want to know what you want to know so that we make sure we're addressing what you need.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm excited for the summer one.
Me too.
It's going to be fun.
It is.
I'm not sure if it's going to be all in one session or if we're going to have two sessions for it. We haven't quite got it completely written, but we have so many good ideas for you guys. You guys are going to love it.
I know. It's probably gonna have to be 2 because we just keep.
Yeah, I think so. So chances are there might be 2 of them. And I'll add it to this series. So then you'll just automatically get linked into it. So, and we'll probably put it out. We might put one out on the 22nd, just in case we write it. So it's 2 of them, so we can keep the time efficient.
Wonderful.
Bite-sized chunks makes it easier to learn.
Absolutely. I know. I always feel like I'm just a lot. I mean, it's all good information, but sometimes I know it can be a lot, especially if you're just starting. So
yeah. So itty bits. So any questions, my dears? Okay. Yeah, what email? I think it should come from Dr. Raquel, Get Mad Freedom.
Yeah, it just says. Life and then the regular thing. just
Yeah, so it
says-
says it's coming from Dr. Raquel Yarrow.
Yeah.
So it does, it's coming from Dr. Raquel Yarrow. So if we don't have any questions, then we'll let you guys go. I will get those links sent out to you as soon as I can. I start up here real soon. So I will work on, if I don't get it out to you before I start up in a few minutes, then I will get it to you towards the end of the day or by tomorrow sometime. So do look for an email with those links. There'll just probably be 3 links. I probably won't say much about it, just so I can get them out to you as soon as possible so you can click on them and go through it yourself. So I apologize that there won't be a lot of writing with it, but I want to just get it out to you as fast as I possibly can.
yeah, that sounds awesome. Well, it was lovely to spend this hour with everybody. Thank you so much for coming out and taking time. And again, we're here to help. So if you need anything, please let us know.
Thank you. I'm going to stop recording now.
Okay.